cabinet ya mwanzo iliyoundwa Kenya baina ya Uhuru Kenyatta na Ruto. Sikizeni cabinet ya Uhuru ilikuwaje na ya Ruto akikabidhi ilikuwaje. Uhuru alimchagua Fred Matiang'i ICT toka Kisii, James Macharia wa Inaina Mkikuyu Health, Amina Mohamed siku zile Foreign Affairs Msomali, Aden Mohamed Nationalization Msomali, Anweguru Devolution Kikuyu, Rachel Omamo Defense Luo, Michael Kamau Transport Kikuyu, Jacob Kaimenyi Education Meru, Judy Wahungu Environment Luya, Hassan Wario Sports Borana, Najib Balala Mining Swahili, Charity Ngilu Lanzi Kamba, Joseph Olelenku Interior Masai, Dan Kazungu Mining Mgiriama. Hatusikize Ruto kabineti yake. Uhuru akamwambia, haya tumeunda serikali, haya mwenzangu na leta majina yako. Sikiza kimbunga hicho. Henry Kerotich Treasurer Kalenjin, Davis Chirchir Energy Kalenjin, Phyllis Shepkosgei East Africa Corporation Kalenjin, Felix Kosgei Agriculture Kalenjin, halafu katoka Farida Karoni Kalenjin, Charles Kateri Kalenjin, Simon Chelugui Kalenjin, Willie Betty Kalenjin. Umesikia mtu wa pwani hapa? Kuna Mbajuni hapa, Mpokomo, Mtaita, Mijikenda, Mwarabu, Mswahili, Makonde, Jaluo, Kikuyu, Mkisii, Meru. This man hajawa rais ukabila ni huu. Akikae itakuwaje? Ndio nasema hapa. Mwenyezi Mungu anasema kwenye Qur'ani, inna Allaha la yughayyiru ma biqaumi hatta yughayyiru ma bi anfusihim. Mwenyezi Mungu hageuzi mambo ya watu mpaka watu wenyewe wabadilike nafsini mwao. Kama nyinyi mwataka kesho muone hii Kenya ni kabila moja peke yake, chagua Ruto. Kama nyinyi mwataka kesho muone hii Kenya ni kabila moja peke yake, chagua Ruto.
I have been consulting and we are continuing to consult with Kenyans and meeting various individuals from all parts of our nation. And indeed, we do believe that as we conclude this particular process, we will put in place a government that can deliver not only on the Jubilee Manifesto, but also ensure that we truly are able to transform our nation and our society and take Kenya to the next level of development. Our first nominee is Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i.
Thank you, first and foremost, for affording me an opportunity to join the dynamic Jubilee team that you two lead, and the opportunity to make a contribution to the development of our country. I know there is a lot to be done, but we hope, by the grace of God, that we will be able in the coming days to work together with the others on the team to make our contribution.
I would like first to sincerely thank His Excellency the President and his Deputy for the trust and the confidence they've given to me to spearhead the economic management of the country at this very challenging time. To you Kenyans, I will be drawing on your support to move the agenda that had been laid down by His Excellency the President.
Whereas, if we acknowledge, ladies and gentlemen, that we all have challenges, I believe that there's no single challenge which cannot be overcome. Throughout my life in corporate world, we have encountered very, very challenging scenarios and environments. But I believe with commitment and passion and teamwork, nothing cannot be achieved.
I'd like to thank you for this opportunity to serve our great country in this very unique position. I'm humbled, I feel privileged and uniquely honored, and I'll be waiting for your instructions on what I should be doing next. Thank you very much.
It's been a great pleasure, just the opportunity of meeting the many individuals that we have been meeting over the last few weeks and actually getting to see what this country has to offer. So for us, it's really just going through those names and ensuring that we pick a team that is capable of working together, that is capable of working in harmony, but it's no challenge whatsoever. It's just the process of going through those names, and like I said, we wanted to do things differently.
I think there is a Kiswahili saying that subira huleta heri, huleta kilicho mbali. So I think this is going to happen in due time, and it's been very refreshing, as His Excellency has said, to speak to Kenyans, to look at their points of view, to look at the way they see the country. And we want to tell you there is tremendous talent, expertise, and knowledge out there. And we intend to bring the best so that we can move this country forward and create a nation that we can all be proud of.
I'd like to begin the exercise now and name the individuals who will join us in cabinet after going through the necessary constitutional and legal process to enable us to serve Kenyans and indeed to deliver on our Jubilee agenda. The first individual I'd like to introduce is Mr. Adan Abdallah Mohammed. Adan is our nominee for Cabinet Secretary, Industrialization and Enterprise Development.
Thank you, sir. I just want to thank you for the confidence and the trust that you have expressed in nominating me for this position as I prepare myself to take on this important national service. Thank you very much.
Our next nominee is Mr. Davis Chirchir. Davis is the nominee for Cabinet Secretary, Energy and Petroleum.
Your Excellency, sir, we do know the agenda we have given through your manifesto to Kenyans, and I want to promise that we'll work to deliver.
Our next nominee is Ms. Anne Waiguru. Anne is the nominee for Cabinet Secretary, Devolution and Planning. Karibu, Anne. Anne.
Your Excellencies, I'm under no illusion, and I'm aware that the journey ahead is not going to be easy to deliver on the promises of the Jubilee government. It will be tough, but it must be done nonetheless, and making the promises a reality will require active participation of all of us in the cabinet, the public service, and the citizens. Your Excellencies, I pledge to do my very best.
Next nominee is Ambassador Rachel Awor Omamo. Rachel is the nominee for Cabinet Secretary, Defense. Welcome, Rachel.
I thank you, Your Excellencies, for this great privilege and honor to serve the country as a Cabinet Secretary, Defense. This is an enormous privilege. It is a huge task, and I look forward to working with you and with the rest of the Cabinet in defending Kenya and our borders. I thank you.
Our next nominee is Engineer Michael S. Kamau. How do you do, Engineer? Michael is our nominee for Cabinet Secretary, Transport and Infrastructure. Welcome, Michael.
Ninawahakikishia kwamba kwa uwezo wake Mwenyezi Mungu na chini ya uongozi wenu nitafanya kazi kwa dhati kuhakikisha kwamba nia na malengo mlio nayo kwa nchi hii yanatimia. Asanteni sana na Mungu aibariki Kenya.
The next nominee is Ms. Phyllis Chepkosgei Kandie. Ms. Kandie was born in Eldamaravine, Baringo County 48 years ago. Phyllis is the nominee for Cabinet Secretary, East African Affairs, Commerce and Tourism. Thank you, Phyllis.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you very much for nominating me to serve in your government in the position that you've bestowed on me. I'm humbly honored.
Our next nominee is Professor Jacob Kaimenyi. Professor Jacob Kaimenyi is the nominee for Cabinet Secretary, Education.
May I take this opportunity to thank you and your deputy for giving me this rare opportunity and honor to serve this great country. I do promise, Your Excellency, that I will do whatever is humanly possible to be a great team player and deliver services that entrust them to me and those under my watch. God bless Kenya. God bless you.
The next nominee is Felix Kiptarus Kosgei. Felix is our nominee for Cabinet Secretary, Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries. Thank you, Felix. Thank you.
I'm humbled and honored to be among men and women who have been given the responsibility of delivering the promises that the Jubilee government promised to Wananchi. Your Excellencies, you've done your part. I promise to do my part. Thank you.
Our next nominee is Professor Judy Wahungu. Judy is the nominee for Cabinet Secretary, Environment, Water and Natural Resources. Welcome, Judy.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency and Deputy President, for appointing me to serve as Cabinet Secretary, Environment, Water and Natural Resources. I look forward to working with all of you to ensure that we safeguard our environment. Thank you very much.
Hassan is the nominee for Cabinet Secretary, Sports, Culture and Arts. Thank you, Hassan.
Mine, Your Excellency, is to thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving me this opportunity to serve my nation.
Our next nominee is Najib Balala. Najib is the Cabinet Secretary nominee for Mining.
I'm honored and humbled today to be given this portfolio. It's a challenge to implement the Jubilee Manifesto. I believe in the team spirit we will deliver the services to the people of Kenya. Definitely, I'll be marketing Kenyans' natural resources underground and not wildlife and tourism. So it is important to bring investors to our mining sector. Thank you, Excellency. I'm honored.
Thanks, Najib. Our final nominee for today is the Honorable Charity Ngilu. Charity is the nominee for Cabinet Secretary, Lands, Housing and Urban Development. Welcome, Charity.
Thank you, Your Excellency. So let me take this opportunity to thank you for having nominated me to be in your cabinet as Cabinet Secretary in charge of lands, housing, and urban development. In giving me this opportunity to serve Your Excellency, I'm just too aware of the Jubilee Manifesto that you unveiled and that you would like to see implemented. I want to assure you of my total commitment and dedication to the work that I am going to do for the...
Kama nyinyi mwataka kesho muone hii Kenya ni kabila moja peke yake, chagua Ruto. Kama nyinyi mwataka kesho muone hii Kenya ni kabila moja peke yake, chagua Ruto.